All right, Face and Friends, we're back, and we are not recording 2 episodes in the same day.
No, why would you?
Not even close.
No.
I just wear the same clothes sometimes.
Yeah.
No, but you got your booty cover on now.
Yeah,
Which we just learned because Bryson.
No, I knew that, but I do want to say I wear this and I have to preface this is not a diss to any person in the Middle East or any Saudi person. I'm very sorry. This is just a rep. Shout out to my Marine Corps, my buddies over there. Shout out to USMC.
Are you saying because I'm Arab, I'm fucking anti-military?
Yes.
No, but he's trying to say with that statement.
No, he's got a war in the sand hat.
Yeah, this is the sand one. This is not the.
That's a war in the sand.
Yeah, this is not
That's
the
a war in the
jungle
sand.
one.
Yeah.
This is
That's okay.
kind of made for y'all.
You know Saudi Arabia has American bases welcome there to protect the oil.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you said. In that general area. You know what I mean?
I'm also half Iraqi, so what am I supposed to be half offended, or am I just offended by your statement?
You know
who should be offended? A fucking American hero, Bryson Banks here, comedian, and someone who was in the military. How many tours did you do to wear that goddamn hat?
Right,
huh?
stolen valor.
I know,
right here, in front of a military man.
That's all I know.
You got that from your friend in the Marine. Unless you're fucking that person, take off that damn hat.
Well, I mean, we had a night.
Nice.
Oh,
Jesus. Well, hold on. I haven't explained
Just before or after the Don't Ask, Don't Tell got repealed?
Before.
Wait, is it a chick or a guy?
Yeah.
No, hey, don't ask, don't tell, motherfucker. Don't say no shit.
I think they repealed that. You could tell us now.
Yeah, Obama repealed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we ain't saying shit.
He made a lot of mistakes. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
What?
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's do this pod, y'all.
Oh man, yeah.
Sorry.
No. This is the pod now. You and your stolen valor, and have you gotten your booty blasted by someone who served our country? It's so fucked up, but I do love those memes of the cheating army wife. It's fucked up.
Those are horrible.
They're horrible. They're horrible.
I don't think I've seen those.
Well, they're always like the same thing. The fucking wife, they're like, oh hey, my boy just came back from 2 years of duty. His girl's 6 months pregnant. Like something like,
oh, yeah,
those like they write themselves. I think it's fucked up, but it's true. But I know after being at war or just combating and doing all that shit, you're like.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, it happens all the time because you haven't probably. It's like doing a bid in jail. You haven't had that.
Yeah, well, dude, you're stuck where there's no women in the desert and your girl's left in paradise, no needs sexually being met. You almost can't blame them. We can't go 7 months is what the Marines do, which is a shorter deployment. Other people do a year.
Oh God.
You can't just go that long without. I mean, some can, but it's not normal. It's not like.
So you call up one of your boys and say while I'm away, do your thing, but when I come back.
That's how we became friends.
Hell yeah.
Well, we got questions.
Fuck my ex-boyfriend.
I did. I used to live in West Hollywood. It was fun.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
That's where I learned my love of eating ass.
Yeah.
Those gays will teach you some things. and I exfoliate now.
Better skin now. Just
No, my skin's going to shit, bro. I don't sleep anymore.
Dude, this guy, look at it. Did you guys meet him before the podcast? That's the first time I've seen him in what? I don't know, 6 months?
No, I've seen you.
Yeah?
No,
When?
I don't know, bro. I drink a lot.
Maybe Laugh Factory. When
Yeah.
you hosted.
Yes,
That was
yes.
a couple months ago, though, wasn't it?
That was like a month and a half ago.
I don't know. He's wearing a hoodie or something. Now he's just fucking
Yeah.
acting shit.
Oh, stop it.
No, we met him on the podcast.
Did you?
Yeah, we saw one of his sets and we're like, we got to start doing podcasts with you.
Nice.
So wait, you haven't seen him in 6 months?
No,
It's been a couple months.
No, it's been a little more than 2.
Was it?
I don't know. This is great. This is great radio, by the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
No,
I've seen you before. Maybe I've seen you on stage somewhere or something.
he's a big deal now.
Yeah.
This guy's a big deal.
But I've seen you in person.
You
I
came
had
to Lenochi's birthday, too, didn't you?
Lenochi's.
Or no?
I don't know who that is. But I've been to many birthdays.
You've seen,
I don't know who
but
they
you
are.
know,
That
you
was
did
the kid
see-
from
you did-
Barstool.
You did see him. You saw him on the Face and Friends. You saw him on the Face and.
I have a joke about that.
He did a set. You saw him on the Face and Friends show in December.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was on that show.
Okay, got it. That's what I've seen.
Yeah. He had a great job.
Wasn't he at your show at the old location, too?
Yeah,
you came? No, you were on my show and he came as a
Yeah, he
guest.
came to support.
location.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. That was
Yeah,
that was fun.
Okay.
That was a fun show. I liked that show.
Yeah.
The old Jam in the Van. Oh yeah, I love this new setup, but that old Jam in the Van had some great memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That held it together during the pandemic.
Yeah, because we were talking about this on the last episode, which was I don't know, 2 weeks ago. But I was talking about how bad Zoom shows were, and how it really fucked and it was like having a non-alcoholic beer. Some people did well in them and they were fine, but I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, I'm not doing them anymore. even though I was making some money off of them. Like I was making good money actually. There was like I got paid by colleges to do them. And I was like, if you want me to do it, I'll sit there and talk, but there's no way I'm gonna stand up and hold my remote and pretend I'm doing stand up because it's just not fun and it's affecting my real life performance.
I never did one.
You know, good. They were literally more trouble than they were worth.
You have more honor than that.
No, it's just I saw it as like not. It's a different medium, and like I didn't see the pandemic lasting forever, and it's like it's a totally different medium. Like you need the crowd's reaction. It's like
you need the instant feedback.
Yeah, it's like learning a new skill, and like I don't know, I'd already bombed enough doing regular stand up.
Yeah.
It's like you're like I'm not going back.
I go bomb online.
If I wanted to perform for nobody, I'd just go do a fucking mic.
Do my mirror runs.
Yeah, there you go. Like, yeah, it was so stupid. And like, I remember my first one was like a college, some weird college. I think it was Oshkosh and I don't know. Is that your neck of Wisconsin? Or is that
I hate when you say I'm from Wisconsin. I'm from Minnesota.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
No, Minnesota's got the culture.
What do you have?
The culture.
Yeah, Minnesota's got
cheese?
the culture.
The cheese culture?
No, Wisconsin has the best cheese in the world.
Yeah, it is in Minnesota and Wisconsin.
No,
In the world. This guy's never had French cheese.
Yeah, bro, you never
You've
had
never
some
had
Gruyere?
a cheese curd.
You never had some Gruyere?
You've never had cheese curd.
I have had
Or
plenty of cheese curd.
Manchego from Spain, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I've had all that, but until you've had a Wisconsin sharp cheddar cheese curd, you haven't done anything in life.
By the way, happy cows come from California, so go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That was like a whole slogan.
And most of the produce in the world, but let's not go there.
Ninth best economy. Maybe sliding.
Yeah.
Thanks, Newsom.
We're
thanks,
we're the best economy in the U.S.
Oh yeah. Ninth is
And
the
like,
best in the world.
We were 7th. Did it go down?
I think because of Newsom.
Got a little
I think we're
dicey.
I think we're still up there. I think we are still 7th. I don't know numbers. This is not a numbers podcast.
Better than New York?
Huh?
Better than New
Oh,
York?
yeah.
Dude, we produce everything. We're a small country.
Yeah.
That's why do you think what do you think we fucking tax the shit out of everybody?
Yeah, so serious.
Yeah. But back to Wisconsin. Go fuck yourself.
No. See, if you've been like all the like cute Wisconsin girls always will end up living in Minneapolis or Chicago because Wisconsin has.
So they make money to come to LA, or they just can't. But yeah, what's a cute girl? I mean, what's legitimately what? Yeah, what's it? Yeah, dude. That's like saying a cute girl in San Francisco.
No, like Pretty Midwest is the prettiest girl that you've ever seen. But
no,
I don't.
No,
No,
Like the pretty Midwest girls are the prettiest girls you've ever
agree
seen.
with
Because they come to LA.
No, the
They go to
Wisconsin girls
Poppy.
I've met that go. They either when they get hot, they either move to Chicago or LA, and all of them are fucking dying. I have met a few.
Yeah,
I have
met a few too, but we're overgeneralizing here, aren't we?
No, he's saying the top of the creme de la creme.
Is that what Cassie girl from Wisconsin or whatever? Remember that one that works with you?
Oh, this is.
She's fucking hot. I mean, holy hell.
Yeah, let's just talk about her. That's relatable to people listening.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Because she's fucking bomb.
I mean, I know a few. I'm not gonna say a name. Robin Banks. She good friend from. She moved to Chicago, but she's from Wisconsin.
No, he was. Yeah,
There's one girl.
Yeah,
she's like.
yes, she's
Cassie or casting?
Cassie, right? You know what I'm talking
Oh, I
about?
thought you were
You're
doing
talking
Cassie.
Katya?
No.
thought
Cassie
they-
has big hair and she's just bomb.
Again,
I
very
don't know who you're
relatable.
talking about anymore.
Look her up on this.
Oh man, yeah, but the fucking the Oshkosh, wherever the fuck that is, I forgot what.
Yeah, Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Is it Wisconsin? Yeah. Okay. So I was doing all these dumb kids put their mics on mute. So I'm like, how the fuck? You guys liking this shit? I see this, and I'm like, yeah. If you're listening to this, it's that's exactly what I got.
So it's literally like you're doing a college show, but it's like you're the professor.
Yeah,
and you're trying to make these kids laugh, and they hate their life.
Yeah, they literally were just doing it. I mean, they voluntarily watched it. It was like just free for the student program. I mean, I got my money, and it was just great because I needed it. But at the time, it was like it was the beginning of like the pandy.
That is crazy.
So, yeah, and
I got paid.
Yeah, there you go. I needed money, so I was just like, yeah, I'll do this, and then we fucking it was good, and I was like, all right, I'll do a few more, and then it just got really, really stupid. I was like, you know what? If you want me on anything, I will sit down and talk.
Right.
But I'm not doing stand-up. I'm not doing material. I'll sit there. We'll fucking joke. We'll have banter, and then I got that idea from someone who actually holds some weight, which is Sebastian Maniscalco, because he refused. Oh, wow. I remember they got Andrew Santino to do one, and he was like, no. No. Yeah. He's like, I'm not doing this again. They begged him for like months. He's like, all right, I guess it's gonna be a while, and he was just like, no. So it's just like, yeah, there's no point to do that. It literally, like I told you guys, it reminded me of when there were these comics who when my first go at comedy was like 2007, 2006. When there are people who are like, yeah, this is my first. Like they go to mics and they're like, yeah, this is my first real stand-up show. But I'm like, what was your other one? They're like, oh yeah, I do stand-up on YouTube. I'm like, then you haven't done it.
That's not stand up.
And then those guys would always eat shit. They'd always eat shit. I'm like, they'd be like, yeah, like, oh, I got a bunch of views on YouTube. And I'm like, well, you haven't done stand-up. You're like literally just, that's almost like a manifesto if you turn it in wrong.
The disrespect people have for stand-up, like anybody just with a following thinks they can just come in and do
Just, like,
stand-up.
pop around.
Dude,
It's
there's,
unacceptable.
there was a dude yesterday. We gotta talk about the show, but there's a dude yesterday. He was on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Okay.
You know,
Love that show.
I'm probably gonna diss all the comedians that were there.
Great show.
But he was just like, yeah, man, I'm from Curb. You know, and he just like talking about that, and he's like, yeah, so now I just do stand up. He's one of those guys that like have the confidence.
What was he, like, co-star or guest star? Or?
Co-star, guest. I don't know.
Okay.
Was he older? Or?
Justin or
he
Eli?
He said he had a joke. He's like, I'm a 29-year-old man playing as a 17-year-old boy in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Did he have a fro with glasses?
It's like his
he had
best
big
friend
hair.
is his
He
roommate.
didn't have glasses.
Eli Leonard?
No.
Super Jewish looking?
Jewish-ish. Ish.
All right.
But
Gotta go
big
ish.
hair.
Anyway,
But anyway,
keep
Was
going.
he funny?
eh.
Oh, then it's not Eli. This dude's hilarious.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But he was making a joke. He was making a joke like he's like, you know, now I do stand up because you know it's the next step. He's like this is his next thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I do hate
don't
when
know,
people. I do hate when people like flunk out of one genre and try to go to another, and that's why a lot of people had that problem with Piven. I think he put it in the work, so it's fine by me.
Dude, my boy T.I., man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, see,
He's getting blown up, dude.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Man.
Yeah.
at least he's trying. But yeah, he is taking valuable stage time from people who've like waited years. But he's trying.
And he's got, like, I saw him 3 weeks in. He got put on my show. I was producing a show, and they're like, hey, T.I.'s doing a spot, and so is Donnell. And, like, he did well. He was 3 weeks in, and he did better than anybody I'd seen. But he's getting, like, some of the best stage time. He has the best mentors.
Yeah.
But does he sell? He's got to sell tickets though, or is he
But he's
only
not- he's
doing
not-
special guests?
He's doing drop-ins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody knows about him.
Okay.
He's got to put his name on the flyer.
He got booed on that one show. Did you see that?
Yeah. I like that. The main booing came from a white guy. And he was like, I'm not. I'll take that from my people, but I'm not taking that from you.
I'm not taking that shit from you.
But that was actually like kind of bullshit by the people that bought tickets to go to him, and they're like literally waiting for him to fail. And so
Was he
I
announced to
think
be
they
on
were
that?
booing everybody.
I think he was
though.
actually announced to be that. I think he actually sold tickets to go see him.
Well,
at
he's got
Philadelphia.
great charisma. All he needs is the jokes.
Oh, and
He's got
confidence,
confidence
Yeah.
and stage. He doesn't mind the silence.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's fine. Nothing bothers him. He's super articulate. He's fucking. He's a walking like thesaurus.
And he is working at least. Like he is out there grinding.
Yeah,
which
he's
is
not-
dope to see.
He's
He's
not.
nice too. Like
He's really
super
cool.
friendly.
Yeah, he was really cool. I had to bring him up. I was at Laugh Factory and they're like, T.I.'s coming. I was like, all right. I was cool. I was like, I want to see this. And I was like, oh
seems great.
yeah. Like people can't wait to hate on a celebrity, especially because I think he had like some weird allegations too. Like
Oh yeah.
yeah. Didn't he? I know.
The daughter.
I know the daughter
sex
thing.
Trafficking thing.
Yeah. Checking on his daughter's virginity.
Wait, what?
And then I know.
He was checking on his daughter's cherry and making sure that it wasn't
He
popped.
had the doctor check her hymen.
At least he had the doctor.
Oh, at least he didn't check it himself.
Yeah, so I think he did it himself.
He's fine. He's fine.
Spread them, like just like you know.
And Saudi Arabia, that's what we call a father to daughter. How do you do?
it's called an oil check,
They
dude.
call it oil check.
Oh, no. That's a different spot.
Oh, that's
different.
Hey.
They call that in wrestling when you get a.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of yes, yeah.
Did you,
yeah.
wait, you
Oil check.
Oh wait, you wrestled,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Wrestle, okay, yeah, wrestle high school.
He
yeah,
wrestled against
Where'd
the
you
girls.
wrestle at?
What? I wrestled a couple of girls because I was a 106 pounder. That's
You
why.
were?
Yeah.
Did you win?
Yeah, of course I won.
Okay.
I was
No, he
talking
didn't
about
win.
What do
bitches
you mean,
left
of
and right.
course?
Yeah,
No,
I'm like,
Are you saying women can't do what men do? Even shorter men?
Not at
at
the same
Leah
weight.
Thomas.
No, not at the same weight. You can't wrestle. That's what I'm saying. Unless you're a bitch. I've seen girls beat guys and these bitches.
Dude,
You know?
I don't know. I do jujitsu with some
Girls.
Oh no,
Bad
no, no, no.
girls.
Yeah, dude.
Let's be serious. No. Like I'm not saying girls are not good or anything like that. There's been really good girls at wrestling, real girls at jiu-jitsu. I've seen a 6-year-old girl fuck up a 10-year-old, 13-year-old boy at jiu-jitsu.
Sure.
Like, fuck him up.
There's obviously the physical strength disparity.
Right. It's just wrestling was physical because they were just so weak. It's just
We always talk about this about athletes and stuff and trans athletes and stuff. But we were talking about like he
always talk about this.
every week. It's actually I didn't tell you the theme.
oh yeah.
The theme.
Fuck, what did I get myself
No,
into?
We talk about trans people, racism,
Yeah.
traffic,
Yeah.
LA,
And how to
everything.
get Trump back. That's
Yeah,
the number. That's the
yeah.
how to get yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we were talking about but he says like sometimes they wouldn't have they wouldn't have a 106-pound man for him to wrestle.
No.
And he would have to wrestle women. And he was like, and I think you'd say, like, I don't want to, but if you want me to.
Yeah, I'm wanted to.
It kind of is what it is. You know what I mean? They're just in front of me, and I'm like, you got to take them down, literally. And it's like, all right, well, I'm going to fuck them up.
And then he used to talk about how he used to get these massive erections.
You know?
Massive erections.
Well, some of them were kind of cute, okay? So I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, I'm literally like riding them on the back. So like, you have to start from the top, they at the bottom, and then like, you know, you have to ride them a little bit, and then you're just like, you know, ass, rub.
It's okay, man. You were a teenager. I mean? You're fucking canceled, but you was.
I was getting boners left and right, regardless. Now I had a girl in front of me. Come on.
Wait, what state did you wrestle in?
Here, Cali.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
IE, Inland Empire. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Were you? It was Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Man.
Okay.
Oh, Oklahoma
Tough.
boys. My coach used to talk about.
So did you ever wrestle Oklahoma girl?
No.
They don't do that over there.
It's not allowed around these
illegal,
parts.
Men only. No, there just wasn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Were you doing stand up back in Oklahoma?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I started out here.
Have you gone back yet and done it out there?
One time I had just it was when I was just getting into Laugh Factory. I just had a show with like Jamie Kennedy. I was a big head, and we were out drinking. I don't do stand up drinking. I've only drunk and done stand up twice, and we were out drinking, and there was a band about to go on, and my buddy's like, let's see if you can do some stand-up before the band goes on. I was like, fuck.
I'm an LA comic, bro. I can got this shit.
Yeah.
I'm huge.
I bombed for 5 minutes straight. One of the hardest bombs in front of all my friends, dude. And it was like families, and my jokes at the time were very like dark and just blue, and yeah, I just ate shit for 5 minutes. I was like, oh fuck. It was better at Laugh Factory.
Yeah, is that you literally like, fuck you, I'm going back to LA?
I was plugging it. I was like, they weren't like this at Laugh Factory.
Oh,
Yeah, you got, that's what you gotta say.
So insane.
Sometimes I've done that when I've had to like save face. Like I've even done that at the haha. like you know, they like these jokes over the hill.
oh my
They like these jokes. Oh, sorry, you guys never been in a Mercedes?
So that's when you know you're bombing.
No,
Yeah.
When you're like gonna throw
when you
that
get-
out.
When they actually throw you off of your confidence, that's when you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Every comedian has counter bomb material too. Like one of the worst bombs I had was at the Improv Lab, and like Patton Oswalt got on after me and was struggling in the room. Brandon Wardell.
Don't
who
make
I
it better.
always
Don't make
see
it better.
kill.
Don't try to soften it.
Oh no, I didn't do stand up for a month after that. That was the hardest bomb, the worst. Like,
Oh my God.
I still have like fucking flashbacks.
PTSD.
You're like, I'm gonna work at the VA. Like, fucking.
I get paid for PTSD from the VA, but they don't know it's from that
Yeah,
fucking show.
Yeah, Iraq was a breeze. Fuck it, yeah. But no, that's funny because I remember like when I first started like doing stand up and bombing, I had the one line that would save my set to get them laughing again, and I kind of try to roll off it. But I always just be like, when I practiced in my room, I held a lot more time for laughter and applause. I used to say it every time, and they just like, oh yeah, because he's not good.
Yeah.
And then, it's just part of the road, man.
Mhm.
It's just part of even trying a new joke. That's why you gotta do the sandwich method.
Well, mics are tougher too than like a regular
Oh, yeah.
show.
Well,
And like
yeah.
if you just start doing mics without doing a show ever, or you'll be like, this isn't for me.
That's why I always tell people, like, as much as bringers are the devil, you gotta do a few because you gotta realize you gotta
get some confidence from them.
and
Yeah.
you got to find out if your joke works in front of a real audience because you'll never know. I remember when I was just got in the Laugh Factory, I had a weekly show, but sometimes I wouldn't have shows during the week, so I was like, "Fuck, I got to go do these mics."
Yeah.
And you got and then I got to go check out, like, I got to try my material and saying it in front of
Yeah.
people. And then I was like, they'd eat shit because the comics didn't like it, but the guy who ran the room, he always seemed like, I could see why you're funny and why you're doing Laugh Factory. He's like, because these jokes aren't funny to comedians, but they're funny to like everyday people.
Yeah.
Like, good.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm funny to a comedian.
Right.
I mean, I care if I'm funny to a comedian I want to perform with, but I
Right.
don't really care about like the everyday person because they're not the ones that are going to buy tickets eventually.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like when you start doing well at mics too, you even start killing at shows because like the comics will laugh if it's funny and you're telling it well connected. Like stuff that works at shows, like you can just like tell a well-written joke at a show and not really be like fully connected and knowing what you're saying, but that shit will not work at mics with like seasoned comics. And then always if it's a dead mic and nobody does well, then fucking,
Then you just know what's up.
it's
You
not
just-
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
There are times where like I've been at a dead mic and the guy who does well is the guy who just talks about how shitty it is to be a comic, and I'm like, well, that's not gonna work anywhere but here.
Yeah.
Right.
So that I always like, the good thing about
That
mics,
doesn't count.
that doesn't count. You might have killed. You're like, oh yeah, you fucking. I gotta go back to my 1-bedroom apartment and share with 3 guys and like fucking deal with my and I'm a failure. Like the guys are just like, oh god, like, and it's like, yeah, that's funny to this room, and then it just became a fucking group therapy meeting instead of actual like comedy show or mic.
It's always that joke that they go, "Oh, I already got the check. It already cashed it, so it doesn't really matter how this next hour goes." So that's always like, it's like fucking kill me.
It's no, you paid $5, dude.
Yeah, it's like calm down, dude. Like I don't even know who you are. Like okay.
Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, it is what it is, but like, that's the thing about mics. It's just they will make you better in that it'll make you better to speak. Sometimes when I go to a mic or if I see a dead show, I'll just talk and rant because I don't want to use my material in that show because I don't want to lose confidence. Or I mean, now I don't care. I'll just do my material anywhere. But I also just like, sometimes I'll just rant and talk because it's also just, not only is it practicing your joke, it's practicing just talking in front of people.
Yep.
So that's important. That's,
right.
And that's my lesson. That's our lesson to you too.
Well,
I actually appreciate that.
It's good. It's a good space to just like work on your storytelling, I think, and just be like, "Yo, I'm gonna like," and then see where my little nuggets come from there.
Yeah.
It's also just like when the baseball player picks up 4 bats and then picks up 1.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because the real audience that's there, they paid the ticket to see you. The people that are there for a comedy show, they're going to be a much easier laugh than the fucking guys who are just like, when's his fucking set done so I could do mine?
Right.
When is he done so I could walk out that door?
Still necessary though.
But you to your credit, you run very good mics. Because I was like, I'm not doing any mics. I said I'm not doing any mics. I'm not doing any Zoom shows. But then I was like, well, you're doing a mic. I'll fucking just go to support. And then the atmosphere that your mics have had, especially during the pandemic. Because he had an outside mic that was really nice, and it was great. I got really good
at the night.
Yeah.
Did I ever win a set on that?
You won, but you were already on the show. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I when I went there, I was literally like kind of like working on either shit I forgot or shit I remember. I wasn't like doing like my fucking closers, but I was like, but it was good. It was a good environment, and you had a lot of good like seasoned comics coming in there. You still do.
Yeah.
You still do. You have good season comics coming in your mic, and you moved it to the Belmont right now.
The Belmont, yeah. Side room in the Belmont.
That side room is a good. That side room is a good room because it's like closed. You can't hear you would never know that it was inside of another bar. And I like that. I like that because at first I was like, oh, no one's gonna hear me. And I went in there to do when you had a show there.
Oh, that was a rough show, but
it was a rough show, but it was fun. It was fun. That's what you need those nights. It was good to just talk.
Yeah.
And then it was fun. It was.
For everybody, not for him. It was just like
no, just for me. Everyone killed. Everyone killed.
He didn't start killing until he started talking about in that 1-bedroom apartment with his 3
Yeah.
roommates.
That's what I was like. I mean, a little bit. I never understood that. Like people, like there's the comments like, you know, what it's like sharing a room with a man. I was like, no, just get a fucking day job. Just stop being lazy. Get a fucking other job. Just get a side. You can Postmates. You can do anything. Yeah. You're like, no, I just sit here and just sit on the Comedy Store patio and hopefully my career will take care of itself. And there are people like that, like, it's like, hey, I understand. You get busy working, so you don't get to do stuff like hang out as much. But you can also not fucking live a terrible life.
You just gotta grind.
Well, I also think comedy attracts like a broken, lazy person that's funny, but like they don't realize how much work it takes to to be great at stand-up or even good, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, they're like these funny guys because they have this trauma but haven't and make their friends laugh but aren't like grinding hard.
Right.
You got like comedy used to be you could just be funny, show up, they'll find you, and it's not like that anymore. You have to like, and even back then, like you had to do some more work. You had to write a lot. You had to do something. Now you have to like explore every avenue. You have to become good at networking. And there's different ways to. There's different ways to fucking go at it. You could before you could just be funny, keep trying the auditions. Maybe they'll play. Oh, that guy's funny. Let's see what he does.
Right.
And write jokes, and then they'll call you.
Comedy store to sitcom.
Comedy store to sitcom. There was a thing. Now there's like, hey, you can be like Trevor Wallace, who's like hilarious, who made his videos, gained his clout, and now he got himself past the clubs. Now they're asking, who was already a comic, but made the YouTube videos and didn't wait to be able to tour.
Well, he just like hustles.
He hustles.
Because like he's like posting
funny.
5 videos a day, and then you see him out at all these little spots all the time.
And then
like,
tours
damn,
too.
dude.
Plus his podcast and everything.
Yeah, plus his podcast. Yeah, he's just a beast. He's a good guy too. Yeah. I remember one time I didn't know who he was though when I first met him. I was like, and I was like high on my fucking. I just got past the Laugh Factory fucking horse, and we were doing a Don't Tell comedy together. and he wasn't at like 1 million followers yet. Now he's like at 2 something. But
That's crazy.
anyway, he was like, oh yeah, what's up? Hey, I'm Trevor. I was like, yeah. And we both did our sets. We both had good sets or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm just at Laugh Factory. I have a weekly show there. I was just like, I'm just doing that. I was like a humble brag, but like I wasn't like being a dick.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm not really past anywhere. He's like, I do haha sometimes. I was like, oh yeah, that's all right. He's like flapper, but he's like, yeah, I'm not past anywhere. And then like I was like, hey, you want to follow each other? And then I was like,
You're like, oh shit.
and oh shit, this motherfucker is like a fucking huge YouTuber.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I was like, oh, this guy's fucking hilarious. I didn't know how big he was too.
Yeah. I think he started doing comedy stand-up though before the YouTube stuff.
No, he did.
He did.
No, he did. No,
Yeah.
he did both, but he did stand up first, and then almost simultaneously. I think stand up first and then that. But he's just fucking hilarious.
He did an interesting route where it's like he used the marketing socially so well that like my little sister, if he ever went to Minnesota, would be like, I want to find that kid.
He also used to work for BuzzFeed and Funny or Die,
Oh,
so
he did?
like he learned the ins and outs of social media.
There's a formula there.
Really well,
Yeah. He does it. I don't think anyone does it better than him.
No, he's good. He's good.
Except for maybe Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
Andrew Schultz doesn't even have as many. Like I think Trevor's like almost 4 million subscribers on YouTube, and Schultz is almost at 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But
Okay.
that's a good point.
different.
Well, he doesn't make
sketches.
Yeah.
Amass a bigger audience. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. And then Schultz just fucking Schultz just puts out the clips and stuff, and
Even
sketches go on like Facebook. They go everywhere. You can't even see the views. Like they go this page, that page, to compilate you, whatever. Yeah.
His podcast partner Blaustein's killing it too.
yeah,
Like
Blast's
his
hilarious.
videos are probably some of the best edited videos I've ever seen out of anybody.
Yeah, and they're great crowd work videos.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. He doesn't burn any material.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen him live, but I've seen a lot of his videos, and that guy's fucking just hilarious. I'm actually like jealous of how good his crowd work is.
He's funny.
That's
So
how you know
when
you're
you guys
funny.
finally post a video
he's
on
11 years in too.
No, he's a season.
when you finally post a joke on Instagram, is that like that's burning it? Like it's finally done?
not necessarily.
Yeah. Not necessarily, but like I was talking with Blaustein yesterday, and he's pretty much like, it might put you in your head or whatever, and it's true. It's like if you put it out online, you're like, have people seen this? And you're like going into the bit. The last place you want to be is in your head. You want to be like fully connected with the crowd.
Yeah. Okay.
Connected to what you're saying.
I see what you're saying.
Like you're telling your friends. That's probably, I think.
So it's a personal security thing.
Yeah.
To not.
Well, and not only that, like I feel like if you put yourself in your head, it comes off scripted, and like one of the hardest things in stand-up is getting to where it's conversational, like you're talking to your friends.
Yeah.
And that takes like years, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, because you're just up there scripted for like the first few years, and then you like kind of be like, oh, I need to be telling this like I'm talking to my friends, and that's why it's not working.
I was talking to him, and like I struggled to get to like a couple jokes down, and I'm still new and everything. I'm still learning, but like it didn't really click until like I kind of just had the basis of my joke, because I know how to say it. It's a personal story. So it's like once I have like the basis of a joke, I'm like, oh, just say it rather than like word for word. Remember this word. Remember this.
Yeah,
because you get
that you actually shouldn't do.
Yeah,
that.
because people
I
think.
stopped doing that.
I always tell people like, hey, just remember, nobody knows what you wrote down.
Right.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter if you miss a word or you say something differently.
Right.
You're trying to go off the script, but that's something you got to get away from.
It
Yeah,
takes
and
away from the spontaneity and like the organic feel of like the conversational. Because if you're like, what's the word and scripted, it's like unless you're like a 20-year actor, that's gonna be
Yeah, I'm not a robot. Yeah, so yeah, you just gotta like kind of flow with it, but you know what you're gonna say.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just get it out.
the gist. Yeah.
Neil Nanda is like someone who is the opposite. He's like, I don't care if people seen it, because and then I've seen.
true, yeah.
because to some people though, it's like hearing a song they like.
Mark
Yeah.
Norman puts out all this stuff online. There's different like
Bert, like the machine, like you want to hear the machine live.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've seen
Like
that,
there are
yeah.
those things like that where it's like it's
heard,
done.
I heard he gets paid to do corporate gigs, and they just cut him off while he's doing some material. Like, just stay in the machine store and come drink with us. Yeah, it happens to him a lot.
He does. He'll go drink with you too.
Oh, yeah, no,
I
yeah.
saw him at El Cid before. Like he had already done The Machine and got his first Netflix special, but like he was hanging out drinking with us, like super cool dude.
Yeah, I heard he's like the nicest guy ever.
So nice. Yeah.
I've never have never met him. Did he move to Austin?
I don't know.
Everyone fucking moves.
No, he didn't move to
Yeah,
Austin.
because he has like a house and family
Yeah,
here.
he's still
I
LA.
thought he did. I thought he moved everybody out of here.
He does that.
No,
podcast
Tom
with
Segura
Tom.
moved to Austin, and
did.
he's still trying to get Bert to come out there, but he's not going to do it.
Oh, okay. Because Bert's not around that much though. He's
Tom mom's killing it too.
Yeah, that guy's amazing. That guy like could sell out could sell at a fucking cafeteria.
Dude.
That's a good thing. That's the thing about like these that I like about comedy fans now, as opposed to like even a couple years ago. I think like with the pandemic, they were watching more just genuine stand up because they probably exhausted all the fucking murder documentaries.
Sure, yeah.
And
live
they're
TV.
watching the YouTube clips. They're watching. You had so much time at home.
Yeah.
And I think they're starting to like, they're starting to come out for like a Segura over like, even like my friend, like a Tiffany Haddish. Like they both will draw, they both will sell out. But there's like Segura, like the people are like, oh, I want to see
pure stand up.
Yeah, pure stand. I mean, not that she
Yeah.
isn't, but she's also like she's gotten more into that.
She's a movie star.
She's a movie star now.
And
And-
she's her
Right.
stand up's phenomenal and she's
Yeah, yeah.
super sweet too.
Yeah, and she but like she doesn't do as much stand up these days. She's more of an actress now. She's more of a
So as like a fan, truly coming as fan first, Rogan's crew changed the ability to access the inner conversational dialogue that we're having right here about comedy.
Yeah.
And so it allowed me to educate myself of like, oh, that's what people are thinking. That's how they're doing it. And then slowly you were like, oh, these are the OGs.
I learned,
And until you were in the comedy scene, you didn't know who the real deep OGs were.
Yeah, man. A lot of people don't know
Yeah,
who
yeah.
some of these guys
yeah,
are.
like
which is crazy.
Joey Diaz probably owes a lot to that
For
podcast.
sure.
Yeah.
And he's
He
fucking
used to come to the fourth wall.
yeah, I know. I remember I bombed it
What?
from
Open mic in the valley. He
Yeah.
would just come and
Yeah,
like,
Holy
fucking
shit.
murder.
Yeah, he'd always go last to not be a dick.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I only paid $5 for the Joey
Oh,
Diaz. Like,
man.
let's go.
Dude, I remember we all ate shit in front of him, and then I said one thing about like, oh, this joke usually does better with women, and then he's just sitting there, and just like fucking stone faced, and I just bombed in front of him, and then he at the end like he just goes and just riffs. He's like, one of you fuckers said something. He's like, you said there's no fucking women here, and I was like, you the other guy, you were talking about how some woman heckled your set last week.
That's a good impression.
He's like, well, I'm trying to think. I'm just looking around this place. 9 o'clock at night. This part of the valley. Fucking dangerous place for a fucking broad. I wouldn't be here either. He's like, and look, that door right there. That shit locks.
Yeah.
He's like, and imagine you're like, she comes by, fourth wall, 9 o'clock, every fucking way. And she heckles you one more time. You're like, she's like, where's your shine box? You're like, here's my shine box, bitch. And, he come back, and he's like, and then we get there, and we're all a group of guys. We got a passed out woman on the floor. I mean, come on. He's like, I've never been part of such a thing, but I heard it's a good time. He's like, so you and I were high five, we're taking turns on the bitch. He's like talking about raping this woman, and we're all like laughing, dying.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this will never air, by the way. He's like, we're fucking taking turns. And now what do? We're a group of guys, we're looking at each other, sick, disgusted mess. He's like, we gotta get rid of her. We gotta get rid of her. We got 4 guys. We got fucking, and Joe, the guy who runs the mic, he's like, Joe, you know Joe. He's like, Joey's like, he's got a big mouth. He's gotta go too. He's like, we're gonna fucking go, and we're gonna take your car. You got the Prius, right? You got the Prius. He's like, we're gonna take it. Then I gotta pull over a fucking Prius, you fucking pussy.
Yeah,
He's like, the 7-Eleven next door. We get the saran wrap, we put it in the back. We'll go drop her off at Sepulveda Basin. I heard it's a good place to drop a body. Don't ask me how I know. I just heard it's a good place to drop a body. And then he like goes, and he's like, we're gonna put her in, and you call your mother. 9:45, we're at your house. We're eating meatballs. Tell her to make the meatballs now. So there's no question. And he did that all. We're all fucking dying. And I was just like, and I remember I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that. And I was like, dude, nice to meet you. I just almost, hey man, I've always looked up to you, and you had your story about like fucking bad step parents and da-da-da. And he was like, all right. He's like, good work. He's like, don't ever wear fucking he's like, this ain't fucking Venice, you pussy. Put on some shoes and some pants, have some fucking. Yeah. But I go home to my girlfriend. I'm like, oh my God. At the time, I'm like, the crazy one. We talk about it a
She'd
lot.
fall asleep in comedy shows.
Oh,
sometimes.
so she did fall asleep at a comedy show?
Yeah.
That's funny. I'll tell you.
After heckling, like
After-
the biggest
Oh, she
comics
heckled
in
it?
its faces.
Would she get drunk and fall asleep?
She got drunk and knocked out.
and heckle the like.
Yeah, she was
people that hate being heckled too.
Yeah. No, he took
Sorry.
no, it's okay. No, I hate
No,
her.
we
I
talk
wanna
shit
hear
here.
this. I
We
wanna
talk
hear
shit.
this.
Yeah.
It's funny because Amir.
talking
I
shit
felt
about all that
so
girls
bad
that
for
time.
him because I'm like,
I
that's his
just-
girlfriend, and she's heckling the comic,
that
and then
would be
she's
a
like
disaster.
snoozing a few minutes.
No,
later.
it was a reverse. She
Okay.
snoozed. He's like, Elizabeth, and he took a picture of her, and that
Oh,
woke her
that's
up.
right.
And then she said she talked shit, and I texted someone like, get her the fuck out. But like she was just she was batshit crazy. She's heckled me before. I remember one time I was like making a joke. She was on Valentine's Day, and I was like, well, if I don't send a text before 11 p.m., I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. She's like, you're sleeping on it tonight. Like that. That's the kind of crazy I was dating. You were talking about Amber Heard, bitch. I was dating the Amber Heard.
That's why y'all are friends.
Oh no, I'm the OG.
I would hear this
Crazy
shit.
was my type. Like, I'm like, what are both your parents in the picture? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But like no, so yeah, it's funny because Amir K is on the show tomorrow for the Face and Friends here tomorrow.
Is that who it was?
It was Amir K. He takes it's funny because he was having a bad set. Which he almost never does. Never bad. I think he was like trying out new shit. I think he even smoked a joint before. He was like, and then he clowned her and made fun of her sleeping, and it just everyone cried laughing. It turned, and then some people thought she was a plant. Like that's how good it was.
Oh my god!
Like, cause she was like, and then he's
wasted.
like, it was
Valentine's Day show.
that wasn't a Valentine's Day. No,
Oh,
that
that
was a
wasn't.
Monday. It was just a random. I just started. It was like my fourth show hosting at the Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That relationship was a fucking black hole. I don't think I would have. I think I'd OD'd right now if we were still in that relationship.
They're like,
But,
Face, we love you, but this is.
Oh, that's literally a conversation I've had 1,000. You know, if you guys break up, I'm just letting you know now. I'm your friend. And that's how it went. Anyway, but yeah, no, that was funny. But it's so funny because that Joey Diaz night. Yeah. This is how fucking. I was like, oh my god, I was just fucking at a mic with Joey Diaz, and he like did this whole thing and explained the whole story just like I did with you guys. He's like, that's something you think is funny. The fucking rape of a woman, a fucking imaginary woman. I was like, but it was like, can you? I was like, I get it. I know it's a little dark, but can you? He did it off the top of the dome. I can't believe he just ranted like that. I hope I could do that one day. You hope you can rape women when no, you're not listening to the story,
there, babe.
You had to be there. Why? Oh, so there was a woman there.
Joey Diaz is the guy though that I'll be like listening to a podcast on my phone, and my fiance will be like, what the fuck are you listening to right now? And I'm just like, no, you don't get it. He's funny.
I'm listening to good notes. You said saran wrap in the back?
Yeah.
He's definitely got mafia vibes. For sure.
Oh yeah, he's great. I love when he always plays the mafia guy.
Yeah, he's always playing the mafia guy, like whatever, the boss, the side guy, whatever. All the movies.
He could have been the Penguin too.
It could have been. That's another fucking back. See, I keep saying like Paul Giamatti's rolling over in his grave. Why didn't they cast him? They put Colin Farrell in 4 hours of makeup to make him look like Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
When they could have had him for the Batman. That's a recurring thing we keep talking about. Like,
Yeah, but when you have Colin Farrell and Joey Diaz for an acting part, like it's gonna go to Colin Farrell.
Yeah. Well,
Because Hollywood's bullshit.
Hollywood's bullshit.
It's just the star power. You know what I mean? Like,
Paul Giamatti's not a star.
he's a star, but like
Colin Farrell.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, he was the best person in that movie though, actor-wise.
Was he?
You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, you got HBO Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on
Oh,
there.
HBO.
Yeah, they just added it
New
yesterday.
Batman?
Huh? Yeah, the new Batman.
Some shit.
No, dude, WB is like they're like, fuck it, just take them. Just take the movies for free.
How annoyed are you now that movies are trying to push the theaters only again?
Nah.
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
I like the
It is
theaters.
Top Gun is-
so annoying.
I like the theater.
Yeah, but not theaters only. Like, there's no way.
I like only.
They just make more. If without that, theaters are gonna go.
I'm not going back.
Bro, you trying to put people out of work?
I'm not going.
I'm not going back to the
Get
theater.
your ass in the theater.
I'm not going back
What
to
the
the theater.
you ever think about little fucking Timmy popping the popcorn, writing his man?
It's
writing
not like that anymore. The theater turned into like the whole like bowling. Like going bowling's $100 now. Going to a movie is $100. It's stupid.
Where you going, bowling?
Everything.
I live in Venice. Like the closest one's
get,
the
like-
Dine-In AMC. It's
yeah.
Yeah,
BS.
the
food isn't great
He go to
there
the
either.
Marina Del Rey movie theaters. He's not going to like the fucking movies.
Bro, go to 3rd Street Promenade.
Yeah.
Oh, go to the Arc. What's did they?
ArcLight?
Oh, they
Tickets
closed
are
it.
still like $30, aren't they?
No, like 20
for
something.
two.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, because you got a fiance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
still
and
have
we do the
those-
snacks. You know.
popcorn.
They have the
Yeah.
new movie passes too that are cheap. Like AMC has one, and
Bro, you trying to fucking put AMC out of business again? Because
Yes.
I'm not gonna fucking manipulate the stock market to help them.
I'm a
again.
Wall Street bro. I love it.
Yeah, you try to.
I want to see it bomb, and
Are
I'll
you?
buy it
Did
low.
you look at the market today? It's fucking awful.
Yeah, see, that's how you. I know I'm not an adult. I have nothing. I was like, I don't know. Like stock, like the fucking Dow. The Dow is up. I'm like the fucking softener, Downy softener. I don't know. Like,
My question is, am I gonna pay more for a Big Mac than I already fucking am? Because it's already $10 for a combo meal at McDonald's, and I'm already pissed off at that.
it's funny. Europe's been paying that for 2 decades.
Yeah, but fuck Europe. I don't really care about them. No, the fact that like In-N-Out, Burger King, or excuse me, McDonald's Big Mac meal is more than a fucking double cheeseburger In-N-Out combo. Like, go fuck themselves.
Yeah, if you're not going to Hi-Ho or like Burger She Roll, like what are you doing?
Go
Dude,
fuck
Burger She Roast so good.
Yeah.
Oh, but
I
I'm
don't
we tried
think
the other way.
so. Burger She Wrote on Beverly.
Yeah.
Bomb. Listen,
The
I
meat is
love
really
burgers. I just think Consistency, Golden State's one of the best burgers.
Okay.
Golden State, they brought it back. Same owner as Prime Pizza and Bloodso's.
Okay.
I want a burger
Phenomenal.
in Bloodso's.
Golden State, they run it out of Kofax, also same owner. Kofax is one of the best breakfast burritos. It's on Fairfax, right next to Prime.
Have you tried Waking Late, by the way, in downtown?
No, I'm not close
Bomb
to
breakfast
downtown.
burrito, by the way.
Okay, but keep going.
Air One also bomb breakfast burrito.
That's real.
Fair.
And then Blasterian, if you want like a gourmet burger on La Cienega, one of the best burgers. They use a Wagyu patty with short rib on top, house-made blue cheese. They double fry the fries. It's like $30, but
Is it smash burger? Is it like
okay? Smash burger, for the win is probably the best smash.
I heard
burger.
that. I kept getting. Yeah, they were under construction when I lived in Hollywood. Then I moved away, and now they're back.
Golden State has a decent smash burger.
I just don't like the big burgers.
Yeah,
It
See,
does.
yeah,
I like the new small burger that's
smash.
coming.
I heard
Yeah.
I heard
Like, you got a problem.
Uncool is supposed to be really good.